Hello everyone, so welcome to today's wild camp. At the time of recording it's currently February 17th and the weather forecast is showers all night. The lowest temperature is going to get down to about 4 degrees, this is according to the Met Office, and yeah, at the moment it's currently 7 degrees, so it's pretty nice for a February day. It's been wet for the past few days, it's rained, so fire was going to be an issue, but stick around. We're going to talk about sleep systems. I've updated mine a little bit. We're going to hopefully have some fun tarp configurations and you know, lots of good stuff, camp cooking, fire making and the like. I'm currently on my way to camp now, but when I meet Tom at camp where he is, you know, we can get going, so stick around. So we have arrived, and by we I mean I arrived and Tom's been here for a few hours. Now what we've got here, when I got here, Tom and I set up this sort of crude poncho shelter just to keep our kit dry, which is really nice while we set up the main shelter. The main camp is just there, but we're not going to be using that today. So here's Tom, and he's just making some pegs for the tarp shelter.
What you need is, I think, 9 pegs, 2 walking poles and your DD12 and 3 guy ones. Now what you do is set up, you've got 2 pegs, 1 rung in from each corner of the back. So you've got a diagonal set up there, and the same mirror there, using your width. You've then got around the front here, you take the first corner on here and you fold it under your second rung in a little bit beyond that, so you've got it, so this is your corner here. Then you've got this plate that will skylight out and all of that there. And if you go inside,
Easily 2 man.
without a problem. And you can see you've got the 2 walking poles in there. And you just go inside, put them down on their lowest extension, twist them and extend them up until they bring the top forward.
Brilliant. So let's get on with this. Hello. So I'm here from inside Tom's tent thing. You can see it behind me here. I've got a torch here. Tom's going to be sleeping there. I'm going to be sleeping there in the DD Jura 2. We may or may not have a fire. We have some food to cook, but we also have food that we can eat sort of uncooked, so it's all okay, whatever we decide to do. Tom's just there, so I'm packing his crap. And we're going to put our bags in the door here, just to sort of keep the wind out. So that's our plan there. We should be more than comfortable, really. Easy night. Hello everyone, so terrible backlight provided to you by £3.50 Wilkinson's head torch, which you can see here. Actually surprisingly decent for something I bought in Wilco. Just to go to show, you know, sometimes a cheap kit will work. I doubt this will last a day, but you know what, for now it works and I'm enjoying having a head torch. I think I might invest in a nicer one. So me being the lazy person I am, actually have set up my bed, and Tom's got his bed there, but what I've neglected to mention is Tom went out and started the very hard task of lighting a fire. And then I look outside and there's a fire there. I'm like, oh, okay, there's a fire. and then he's actually cooking on it. So, you know, points to Tom. But what I said to him, I said, because I've been so lazy this evening, I'll be the one making breakfast tomorrow. So that's kind of like the deal we've got going there. It's actually properly dark now. So you can see outside there, it is the darkest dark of the darkness. And we're going to have some dinner, which I think is Tom's sausages, so it should be lovely. And yeah, then we're going to pretty much go off to bed.
That is not a euphemism.
Oh yeah, and Tom wants me to mention how enjoying Tom's sausages is not a euphemism. This is my serious face. Good morning. Woke up like 3 minutes ago, and I'm now sat up and back in the cold. Yeah, sorry, you're getting morning me, not sort of normal day me, but my sleeping bag back there worked an absolute treat. Didn't feel cold in the night at all. I think it got down to a feels like temperature of the lowest sort of 2 or 3 degrees. So, I mean, I knew I was going to be fine. Everything was absolutely fine. Only issue we had a little bit was, you might be able to see it inside the tarp here, but because we only have this sort of small entrance here, we got a bit of condensation build up, and as a result of that, it ran off the side of the tent. Well, I say tent, I mean tarp, and the side of my bag is now just a little bit damp in some places, but it won't take very long to dry out, especially since my bag here has these tabs that I can hang it up with, so I'm not overly fussed. As I said last night, I promised to make breakfast, so I'm going to go and start a fire and get that going. And yeah, I'll keep you updated. We've now split up some wood, and I'm getting the fire lay ready. So you can see essentially what I've done here is, I've used this sort of triangular fire lay, and I'm going to put my tinder in here, which for today is going to be one of my homemade sort of wax / Vaseline jobs. And then I'm going to put all of the tinder I've prepared here by betoning with Tom inside here, and then I'm going to put the tinder across the top so it will ignite. So I'll show you that in a second. So there's my little ball of wax and Vaseline. There's no wind today, so I think this will be more than adequate really. But I fluff them up a little bit like this, so I can get a sort of tail on it. And then you can use a flint steel, but this is just 10 times as easy.
The cheesiest method.
Yeah, it's just pretty much easiest. You could spend time on it, but put it at an angle so the flame burns upwards. And then it's going now, so we can pretty much trust in it. And I'm going to take some of this smaller stuff like this, just sort of, I think we'll go a little bit lower than that. Rest it over the top. And the flame on that will get really high, so if it's not touching now, it will in a few minutes. So I've got confidence in this method, it will work fine. So we've just packed up some more, and the tarp is now gone, and we're just packing up the ground sheets and the like. And the time is 9:30, so it's starting to warm up a little bit, but it's still pretty damn cold out here. Overall, last night, great success. The only issue we had was, and I wanted to, again, 100% transparency, because of the condensation, because there wasn't a whole lot of airflow in the tarp tent, our bags got a little bit wet on the outside. It might have affected the insulative value a little bit, but what we plan on doing is getting bivvy bags, and then that should be problem solved. Fire just dying out. It's pretty much the perfect cooking fire right now, but we're going to pour some water on that just to make sure it's completely gone, and then we're going to walk back and get out here. So that was our sort of, I guess, second winter overnighter. It was colder than the one we did in December, which is weird because it's February, but no, it was alright. It was a great camp. I think practiced some skills, learned some stuff about our sleep systems, got them some things to improve on. So, you know, always good to get out and do stuff, no matter what time of year it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Jack Outdoors. I upload one video every week on a Saturday, which is everything from survival tutorials to gear reviews to prepping. And then on Wednesdays I often upload what I call Gear Wednesdays, which is basically a video of a gear recommendation that I like and I think you'd enjoy too. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really recommend having a look at our other winter wild camp. We did a lot of the same stuff here, but it was I think we got more done because we didn't have to leave early and get there late, so I think I'd check that one out. Yeah, sorry, it wasn't a massively interesting one, but yeah, the rain kind of made that happen. So thanks again, and I hope to see you in the next one. Jack Outdoors.